there. Stay there. Block 11.
Rivers now to throw on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, Delta!
Now a carry by the third-year man. This is Austin Eckler. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Vontaze Burfict, the one to get him down. What a great surprise Austin Eckler has turned out to be. That's the kid that was undrafted out of Western State, signed with the Chargers in 2017, and then last season, 554 yards at 5.2 yards per carry, and then he was also effective catching the football. 39 receptions, over 400 yards there. A great compliment to Melvin Gordon. On third down, here's Eckler. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Rivers on the money, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Here's Justin Jackson, 2nd-year man out of Northwestern. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. It's the linebacker, Brandon Marshall, there on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
Rivers now. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end, you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game.
Push him back. Push him back.
Running on first down, Eckler. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That really sets them back. A loss of 6.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Good. Block 15.
On 2nd down, Eckler. He spins free, and he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long.
Hey.
On 3rd down, this is Jackson. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Jackson. His third touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 24-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
X3, 218, chopper. Give me some. Here we go. 58 to Mike, 58.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. A give right side now to Hunt. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Adrian Phillips, an all-pro as a special teamer last year, in on the tackle. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Shotgun now for Carr. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. There he goes, right side. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. Now this defense looking like they have come to play. The pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game. And typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Yeah. Watch tight end, Tight right. Easy. Kill. Even.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on second down.
Let's go, defense. Let's get up.
They run right side with Hunt. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Casey Hayward makes the tackle.
You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
First and 10 at the 39.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. This is the former Jet and Brown, Isaiah Crowell. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Lights 57's run. Raider one. They're not ready for this. White Monday down.
They'll run it here with Hunt. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package.
Yeah.
6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 43.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Now a play fake. Carr escaping the pressure right. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. Deep for the Chargers, Desmond King. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
The Charger drive about to get going. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all...
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Maurice Hurst able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Rivers hands off to Eckler. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Delta! 36! Hey, high 7! 55, my 55! Hey, eat!
Working out of the gun, Rivers. And that will be incomplete. Brandon Marshall, the linebacker, able to make the play defensively.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 2nd down now, it's Hunt, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Watch the slant!
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Jatavis Brown there on the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
We're good.
Now Carr on the bootleg. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's caught. Got a man, that's Trent Sherfield. And a loose football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Alpha! Switch. Red! Hey, box truck. 55!
To throw again, Rivers. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. To the air again here, Rivers. And right side, Henry's got it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
180, block 15. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. He's airing it out for Williams. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
I got you.
On first down, Hunt. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, second and a yard. Carr going to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and it's third and short.
Brings up third down and 1.
They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's third and 1. From the gun, Carr. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
They're running it.
The final shot here before half for Carr. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Here's Carr to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw, it's Carr. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, 82 yards. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast, game The second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Nasir Adderley, the rookie from Delaware.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. He looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
15, 0. 54, watch 54. I'm going to run you over.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
390. Right there in the middle. 55. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On the carry, it's Jackson. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Get 180. 180. Left to right. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, easy. Easy. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist. Load it. Load it. Deuce.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. They come out here in the eye. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now a toss play to Eckler. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Badgley on for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score Chargers 28, Raiders 0.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Desmond King picks it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Hey, we haven't been around the entire time football's been played, but we have studied our history, and there have been some great backs who've been accused of running out of bounds to protect themselves? Well, back in the day, many people didn't like that. But nowadays, take care of the football, show some intelligence, live to fight another down.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. And it's caught. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though.
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
What down? What
At
inning?
the 32-yard line.
You got nothing today. You got nothing.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changed.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. To throw his car. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
I'm coming.
Operating from the gun. Carr. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught at the 20. A big play that time for the Raiders. 51 yards. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about The high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays, doesn't matter what spot they start in, but when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Carr. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Joey Bosa, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. From the gun, Carr to Gordon, out left. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Carr going to go on 4th down. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Here we go. Check hot route. Hot. Watch safety green.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
White 90. Mike 54. Know your job. Hey, I'm going to go load it. Load it. Right there. 54. Right there. 54. Hey, easy. Here we go.
Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the 1st. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a toss, running left, Eckler. They find some open field here. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one. Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They run again with Hunt. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. Carr now to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. A give, Eckler running to the right. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back, but 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. It's Eckler again. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now Eckler. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
They'll run again with Hunt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the 44-yard line.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for our visitors, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, it's just their 2nd loss so far to go along with their 7 wins. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.